Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel V's Views. You tuned into the segment called Vaginal Blogs, which is like, I guess I could say it's in its first season. In my Health for Your Wealth menstruation video in 2016, I took up the challenge of trying all the different alternatives for menstrual products on the market in 2017. Now this might be my last video. I haven't tried all of them. I really wanted to try the sponge, but I haven't been able to get it yet. So maybe if I do get it sometime in the future, I might end up doing it, but for now this will be my last video. So far I've spoken about organic pads and liners. You can find that on the channel. I've spoken about the menstrual cup, and in the last video I said I would have tried the cloth pads, which is what I'm going to be reviewing today. So these are some of them. They came in a pack of 5 and I just got 3 of them right now. I forgot the price, but I don't think it was that pricey. But yeah, they come in these cute little designs, and all you do is like you put them over the simplest way you put the pad normally and just tack it, and then voila. Now let's get into some of the pros and cons. Okay, first pro. It's easy on your pocket. So when you buy these, I'm not sure how often you have to buy them, but maybe twice a year. Maybe I know for the cup it was once a year you buy it, and it's made out of healthcare grade silicone. So I'm not sure. I didn't see anything on how often you should buy it. Also, it's good for the environment, obviously, because you're not using a lot of paper and plastic, and those persons who are very environmentally conscious, that's one way you could contribute to a greener earth. Thirdly, it's natural, because in the menstruation video, one of the things that we highlighted was that there was a lot of toxic chemicals found in pads and panty liners that these companies don't tell us about. Some of them don't even put the ingredients on the boxes. But one of the things specifically to this that I found was a pro is that it's very absorbent. So looking at this hair, it doesn't seem like, it could hold much, but I find like it did, and then it was kind of heavy. Yeah, and I think it has to do with, it said there's some bamboo absorbency, some situation, charcoal and bamboo. That's why it looks like this. But yeah, it was very good. And also what I recognized too, that you do not see any blood. Like usually with pads and panty liners or whatever, tampons, you obviously would see the redness. But this, you don't see that all. Maybe for the most you see like a little line of redness, but not anything. And I thought that was very interesting. Okay, so let's move on to the cons. The biggest disadvantage is that you have to wash them. Everybody was skeptical when I told them about it. They're like, oh, you have to wash it. Yes, you have to wash it, but at the end of the day, it's a natural method. As I've said before, if you knew for some reason that these pads and panty liners were the ones causing some kind of disease you may develop later, and you had to go back in time, and all they said you had to do was use one of these alternatives, I mean, of course, wouldn't you? Yeah, so it's best you be safe than sorry. Now, the washing specifically, the instructions said, and I said it in the video before, that you just toss them in the machine. Like if it's heavily soiled, you rinse them out first and then you toss them in the machine for their normal laundry. I'm like, no, nobody doing that, heavily soiled or not. So what I decided to do, I had a container specifically for that. And I was washing, I rinsed it out, and then I put it to soak in the container with what did I use? Rubbing alcohol, because they said do not use bleach because it could weaken the fibers. So I use like rubbing alcohol and some other stuff. Now the other thing too, you have to make sure it dries out very thoroughly, like it's in the air blowing or something, because I would think that there's some situation that could arise with mold and whatever, and you have to put that directly back on your vagina. I'm like, and I had to wash it over and over again until I felt satisfied, like, okay, this is clean. Yeah. So I said earlier on, a pro was that it was very absorbent and that you couldn't see when there was blood on there or not. But at the same time, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, that's kind of a con, because like on those heavy days, you cannot even see it there, and you don't know how much is in there, you know. So I thought that was something bad too. So overall, I think these are okay for a time where, or a month where you forget to buy pads, or yours ran out the month before, and then the month just passed by on you and you don't realize. I know this happens. I know it happens to me. So I think these are okay for that. And by the way, I used to store them in a plastic bag away from everything else, in a Ziploc bag once it's thoroughly dried. But I guess I could use them in the future, but I don't think these will be my go-to things. I do want to go back to the organic pads and liners. I think that will be most useful. I do still use the cup on days that are kind of light, like day 1, probably like day 5, day 4. But on day 2, definitely not. Day 3, that's kind of iffy, so I wouldn't do that because of what I said the last time in my menstrual cup video. But yeah, it's up to you. So try them. It doesn't hurt, but I don't think I'll be using these regularly, but I will be keeping them, obviously, because they're mine. So overall, that's it for vaginal vlogs for now, the menstrual alternative section. I'm thinking of doing something where we look into pregnancy and alternatives to normal birth, and pros and cons about that. So hopefully look out for that, those persons who are thinking about motherhood. Oh, and don't forget to go sign the petition. I know I've had that petition on for a year now, where I'm trying to get some of the retailers and not manufacturers, I'm trying to get some of the retailers and distributors here starting in St. Lucia to start selling some of these alternatives for us, so it could be readily available. But I've been slacking up on that, forgive me. I should start back. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already to find out more from me and stuff that I do. Bye.